Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. Thank you so much for coming for this warrior flow practice today. We're in my backyard. It's tired of being inside, but it was winter when I'm inside. So let's begin. Let's sit in a nice comfortable position for a minute. And really feel that earth underneath you. However that earth is experienced. You may be in a chair that's connected to a floor, that may be connected to a 20-story building that's connected to the earth. You may be directly on the earth or on a mat that's on the earth, or a cushion or a pillow. And bringing your awareness to that fact that you are connected to this earth, this planet, your body, which is this temporary costume, this temporary vehicle the soul is animating through. The body in itself, as you become an observer of the body, the higher self, the higher mind begins to look at this small physical insect on an earth. Gravity keeping her connected, supporting her in this body or his body. And as you sit, just acknowledging that physicality for a moment and honoring that. It's a neutral costume, it's equipment that the soul, the infinite true self, which is experienced through many instruments and costumes. Sacred body temple. It's taking that moment to really recognize that this physical body is neutral. It's an animal body, the senses, nervous system, magnificent, miraculous connection between all the systems, multiple senses. Also has an energy body, meridians, visible to the eyes, very real on the energetic level. Those nadis, spiraling up through the chakra system. Pranavayas, balancing and overseeing everything. And the Shashuni, the great river, connected to the nadi system. Connected to the earth. And that energy, earth energy, surging up through the spine. Allow yourself to sit for a few moments with an intention. And as you connect to this higher power, God of your understanding, source, creator, Abba, Mother, Father, God, whatever name you call, Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Allah, connecting to the God of your understanding and basking in the fulfillment of an intention that opens your heart and soul. We'll do this for a few breaths, breathing into that lower abdomen, abdominal breathing, belly breaths, as we relax the nervous system and drop into the parasympathetic, connecting to our divine and basking in the fully manifested outcome of our heart's desire, our most cherished heart's desires. And begin now for several breaths. back, and sending all those beautiful manifestations that this or better, this or better, this or better. Letting those vibrations and those frequencies of that heart's desire to simply resonate through your body throughout the whole practice. And taking this moment now to check in with yourself. So withdrawing all your attention from the external. This is called Pratyahara in the 8 limbs of yoga. Very, very important step in embodiment. Taking all the energy, all the attention inward into your own divine heart, into your body, noticing sensations in your body, energies and vibrations. Even if you simply feel your heart beating, that pulsation that roots you into embodiment and connection within. We're going to take several breaths as we bring all our attention inward, withdrawing it from the external and noticing the sensations, the vibrations, the trembling. Keep the warmth, the cool, the energy flowing, whatever arises for you. Can't be right or wrong. Breathing into the belly for several breaths now, moving into Pratyahara. Basking in your own inner nectar. Resting your awareness in your innermost sacred heart. Keeping the attention rooted into the self, even if the temptation is to go out or to enter into thinking. Go back into being and basking in the inner nectars, the Pratyahara. Basking in gratitude as you immerse yourself in inner sensation, inner aliveness. Your own soul power, your God self. Taking a nice deep breath in the belly and gently and kindly coming back to the body, into the asana. Asana of the 8 limbs. And we're going to begin to breathe into the belly. Deep breaths. And as we do this, bringing the sense, the message, the awareness to the body. Safe. This piece of earth, it is its property in this moment. Safe. The land. And the soul is safe to inhabit and embody this physical being. Its animal. Its equipment. Clothing. The puppet. Know that that innermost soul has had many experiences animating through many animal bodies, sensory equipment. As we keep that awareness on the soul, staying embodied, awareness in our bodies, we go through the practice. We're just going to do one short warrior flow. And with a strong intention of Pratyahara, embodiment. And the awareness and the focus in the body rather than thinking or being distracted by external sensations, sounds and smells. Attention is going to go in here, but we're present to those. Yet our concentrated awareness is inside, inner aliveness and sensations, that inner soul presence. We want to spend some time with and do a warrior flow. So let's come up to our mats, come up to standing positions. Okay? And we're going to take a nice wide stance. See a little bit of Xander over there, his tail. Nice to join us for a step. I'm going to take, I'm not going to mirror you. This is my right leg. I'm going to take it 90 degrees. I get confused sometimes my hair. I'm going to do that today. Bend this right knee so it's right over the ankle of the front foot. I'm going to engage this back quadricep right here. My hips are facing you. Your hips are facing me. Oh, there's a Xander. And we're going to bring the arms out. Hi, baby boy. My inheritance from John. My baby Xander. And let's turn the head to gaze out over the front fingertips. And I invite you to engage the bandhas, or Mula Bandha, Kegel, but we're not clenching, we're just engaging gently and lifting. The hara here, right around the belly button, is going to come in and up a little. And that's Uddiyana Bandha, Mala Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jawandhara Bandha. We're going to be gazing out over our front. It's going to come in slightly, and the tongue is on the root of the mouth. So engage those bandhas and breathe. Nice deep breaths into the belly. You can use Ujjayi if you like. Gazing forward as the warrior. Your attention and witnessing is on the aliveness within the body. In the physical body as well as that energy inside. Maintaining that alignment. Staying connected to the inner self. Beautiful. On your next exhale, we're going to drop the hand to the back leg, back hand to the back leg, and reach the front arm up in reverse. Reverse warrior. Engaging those bandhas, gazing up towards the heavens, the sky, highest heights, and breathe. Deeply connected to the self, both physical and energetic. Soul presence within you is having this experience through the body. Inhaling, reaching up. It's connected to the self, present to everything. Allowing that silence to witness. Engage the bodies and breathe. Very gently in the side angle, not a lot of weight. Come around as well. And bring it down. One more breath. Inhaling, reaching up into that line of energy. And as you exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. You can bring this front arm down to the earth or a block if you need a block. And you're going to move into your triangle, Trikonasana. And engage those bandhas. And breathe. You can gaze up towards the fingertips, or you can gaze straight ahead. Next inhale, reaching up into that line of energy. And exhaling, we're going to bring that arm down. We're going to move into revolved triangle, the Parita Trikonasana. So now my left hand is on the earth. I'm going to twist away from you and bring the right arm up. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling, coming down. And moving into pyramid as you just rest the chest and the head and the body towards that front extended foot. Engaging the bandhas and breathe. And on your next inhale, you're going to come up. And we're going to bring the arms up ahead. We're going to square those hips. That knee is going to come right over that front ankle. Back thigh is engaged, squaring those hips. So my left leg is back. I'm going to bring that left hip forward a little. So the right and left are square. Bring that knee. You can shorten the stance or widen it to get that knee. It's important that it doesn't go over the foot. It stays aligned or behind, a little behind. Bring the arms up, engaging those bandhas. Nice deep breaths, relaxing the shoulders down, gazing forward in Virabhadrasana 1. Allowing soul presence to observe and witness from within you. Connected to the heart. Aware of the moment as it is. Next inhale, reaching up. And exhale, coming forward into a beautiful star pose. We are in our star pose. Feet are pressing into the earth. Arms are extending out. So we have 5 lines of energy. Both feet. For some reason, these feet look like they're not lined up in the picture. There we go. That looks a little better. Both feet pressing into the earth. Both arms extending out infinitely in opposite directions. And then the last 5th point of the star from the crown of the head, center of the head, going up towards the heavens. You might feel yourself come a 1/2 inch taller. Engage those bandhas and breathe. One more breath. And on the exhale, bringing the hands to the waist. Just relaxing a moment. You're moving the hips around. You're doing such a great job. This one beautiful warrior flow. Move those hips. We're going to do a little inversion in a minute. I feel like doing it now, but we're going to wait. We're going to move into goddess. So we're going to check our foundation first, see if we need to make any changes there. And I'm going to bring those feet out wide for the goddess. Froggy feet, I call them times. And then I'm going to bend the knees. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to bring the arms up. And I'm going to be moving into our goddess pose. Now your squat can be way up here. It can be way down here, like on Sandra's head, but he's behind me. Or it can be anywhere in the middle. And engage those bandhas and breathe. Opening the heart. It's a heart opening pose. The hands can go towards yourself or to the world. Breathing into the belly. And as we increase that prana and life force in our body through the breath, we are locking it in through the bandhas. The bandhas seal so the energy doesn't leak out. One more breath here. On the inhale, bringing the hands back to the waist and coming up. And then we're going to stick that tailbone out and we're going to begin to hinge at the hips. Hinging forward into forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. Shaking the head out gently. Remembering in yoga, we never hit pain. We want to do a little bending of the knees, stretching out that back, and little spontaneous movements. Always back off if there's pain, and we try to stay in the range of maybe 7, just to feel so good. A little challenge, and playing the edge, so we're always getting a little better, but not forcing or pushing or striving. Not what yoga is about. We're just playing this wide leg forward fold a little bit, and just spontaneous movement. These are some still stretches. And honoring your body, having fun with it, and enjoying this little bit of inversion. So that the brain, whole cranial area, a little increased blood flow. Help with brain health. Having fun with your wide leg forward fold. And then coming back to center, bringing the hands to the waist. And we're going to lift the head first. So lift your head first. That's a big, heavy part of your body. So we really protect this lower back here. Lift the head and the chest and let it guide you up as you hinge up at your hips. You come back. Looks like the sun is blocking me out a little bit. There we go. And here we are back up, and we're going to move over to the other side and repeat the warrior flow on this other side. So I now have my left foot out in front, my right leg is in back. I'm going to move the knee, front knee over the front ankle. My hips are facing you, so your hips can face me. Back leg is about 30 to 45 degrees. Hi, Xander. Hello, baby. Yeah. And we're going to bring the arms out and gaze out over those front fingertips. The back arm is about as high as the front. Engage your bandhas and bring in the prana and life force with the breath. Connected to the inner being. Fully alert and aware of all sensations. Basking in the presence. And on your next inhale, you're going to drop the back arm to the back leg and reach. front arm up into reverse forward. Virabhadrasana flow. Engaging those bandhas, looking up towards the heavenly sky, engaging that back thigh, and breathe. Present, still. Observation, connected to the heart. Next inhale, reaching up. And on the exhale, scoop it back in. Very gently rest on this front thigh. Back arms comes up into our side angle. And that line of energy is from the back foot up alongside the leg, side of the body, and out the fingertips. Extending it out. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Inhale, reaching up. And on your exhale, straightening that front leg, bringing the front leg down to the earth or a block. Whatever works for you. Engaging those bandhas and trikonasana, triangle. Gaze up towards the fingertips or look straight ahead. Breathe. Fully present. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling that hand down. Bringing a hand to either side of the front foot. Right hand is rooted into the earth. We're going to twist away from each other. So I'm going to twist away from you as I lift my left arm up in revolved triangle. Parita Trikonasana. Gazing up at the fingertips, so looking straight ahead. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Basking in the nectar. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down into a nice pyramid, a nice rest. Allowing the chest, head to relax on that front leg. And breathe. And on your next inhale, I'm going to come up and just my feet a little bit into our warrior one. We're all the way up in warrior one. Front knee is over the ankle, squaring those hips. Beautiful job. Engaging those bandhas, relaxing the shoulders, and breathe. Inhaling. And I'm going to invite you to take, on your next exhale, take a little step forward. Forgot to do this on the other side, but I can just do on both sides now. So we're going to go into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. It's a balancing pose. So you're going to bring all the weight to this forward left foot. And then bringing the arms out to the side. Or you can bring them out to the front, lifting the back leg up into your Warrior 3. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Find a drishti, a spot to gaze at that's not moving. One more breath. Gently and kindly coming down. We move to the other side. With the practice. Bringing the weight into the right leg, forward right leg. Very little weight on that back leg. Beginning to hinge over, and hands can go out to the side, or they can go out to the front. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Find that drishti. One more breath. And coming down. Beautiful job. It was a little bit shaky for me, but it got through it. And remembering, if you ever come out of balancing pose, we all do, just come back in. And let's sit back down for a little closing meditation. Feeling that earth underneath you again. Feel yourself secure on this little piece of real estate. All we can ever truly own throughout our entire life. And occupy one little piece at a time, wherever our feet are, our body is connected to, laying on, or sitting on. That's our piece of the earth. Even if you're in a sky rise, you are connected to the earth through the building. And bring yourself back to that intention that you set, and we're going to breathe into that lower belly. And we're going to bask in those beautiful feelings. And if you like to move into 3-part yogic breath, you can do that. Inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the chest. You can pause at the top for as long as you like, and then exhaling completely. And just be in mindful breathing, mindful belly breath. Basking in the nectar and envisioning and feeling the emotions and all the detail of your heart's desire fully manifest. Build it in the blueprints of the etheric reality. And it will certainly come to pass in the physical. It's meant to be. It's in your highest good. God willing. And breathing into the belly. Basking in those beautiful emotions that you'll have. You can have them right now. You can step into that vibrational frequency of what you want right now. And that is the most expedited way you can manifest and attract that which your heart's desires. Thank you for joining me, and we'll conclude this practice. Oh, let's dive into Pratyahara. Did we do that yet? If we didn't, let's go one last time. Diving into the inner being. Taking a moment to notice, maybe even notice any differences, shifts inside. Just bask with it. Basking into your heart, your soul, your inner beingness, into the infinite universe. Basking in infinity. Nice deep breath into the belly. Thank you so much for joining me for Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. Please go to ecstaticyoga.studio for more information on our yoga teacher trainings and yoga retreats. Wishing you a most beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.